You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. You're in your football career, you're back in London. Where did Love Island come from? Like, how did you, because to me, a footballer, Love Island, like there's no direct connection. Where did that sort of come from?
I'll be asking myself where it came from. No, they DM me on Instagram, so they just hit me up, and I was like, I've seen it, and I've been asked to go on other shows before, and I've seen it. I was like, you know what? Let me just do it just for the sake of doing it. Like, I didn't really want to. I wasn't gonna go on it. There was no chance of me going on it. Like when I originally got the email, I was like, nah. But I was like, let me just do it. My friends have applied. I've had people apply. They didn't even go on. I was like, let me just do it just to see if I get on. Kind of like an ego thing. I was like, let's just see. So I started doing it, and then as I was getting closer and closer, I was like, like I might actually like get on this show. Like. And then I got towards the end, and I was like, well, I've done all of this now, and I was planning to leave to change companies at my job. So I was like, if I'm going to leave my job anyway, I might as well just go in there and just to go on holiday while I'm just during the break. So I just ended up going on there.
No way. That's crazy. I love it. You just like, from what I'm hearing so far, a lot about your journey is just like, yeah, I'll go with the flow, see where we end up, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's mad. So you submit the application, they contact you, and all that fun stuff happens. At what point did you actually go, shit, I think I'm going on this reality TV show?
I think when I went into the studio and then spoke to them, and then they was calling me and stuff. They was like, nah, they really like you, and I was like, oh, there's that. And obviously I've just gone in there just being myself. I wasn't trying to put on anything just to get on, because I wasn't too fussed in the first place. So I was just in there being myself, and then they was like, no, they proper like you. And I was like, really? And then I was doing like getting sent for medicals, getting sent for like psychological tests, and I was like, man, like this is they're sending me for a lot of stuff. Like I don't think they're just sending me for the sake of it. So and then I started to get a bit more real, and then I was like, no, we want you to go out there, like for sure. And I was like,
no way. And what were you expecting to happen? Did you ever cross your mind where you're like, this is what may happen, or this is what I want to get out of it?
I didn't go in there with expectations, just because I was like, if I do, then I'll end up disappointed, or there's the potential I end up disappointed. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go in there, see what happens, and then whatever comes out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's only like a benefit if stuff come out. If it don't, then you can't be upset if you don't expect anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then also I feel like you got more pressure on yourself if you go in there with a goal, because then you're worried about what you're doing, how you're making yourself look. Whereas I just was just free roaming.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a question, because I'm self-confessed, like I love Love Island, right? Just put it out there. Which sounds really weird interviewing you saying that on the show, but that's who I am. So I always find that, everyone goes in on the camera, by the way, outside of looking in, I'm here to find love. I'm only come on the show to find love. From someone who's been on it, is that genuinely what people go there for? Or is it very much like, I want to become a celebrity, 5% I want to find love? Like genuinely?
I think most people go in there because they want to become a celebrity, to be honest. Like, deep down, most people, they know what Love Island is, isn't it? Like, you've seen what have happened to other people, so you kind of know. But yeah, you can find love in there, and a lot of people do. And obviously being in that environment, it's like, it's a catalyst for feelings, literally. Like there's nothing you can do. You can't run away. So, but I think, most people probably just go in there for a bit of, bit of fame, bit of clout, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, I didn't go in there for that, but I didn't also go in there to find someone. I just went in there and just.
You seem very chill about the whole thing. I love it. You're like,
I'm the most chill guy ever. Like, probably too chill, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that came across a little bit on the show though, and obviously, like, when we're watching Love Island, we only see an hour or whatever it is of a whole day. So we know that obviously, I mean, we're in TV of some sort. We know what production's like. They're obviously going to get the good bits.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's so much more that we don't see.
Oh, yeah, so much more. I think for me as well, because of that, the person that I was with, it made me look even more chill, because I was just like, because she was super chilled, and like, not the most energetic person. So it was like, everything I did just looked like we was just, lying down all the time, basically. But anyone that was in there, like when I'm talking to the boys or chatting to like the other girls, like obviously we'd have some bants, but they just never show it because it's not important to the storyline, basically. So, yeah.
I think it is very much like, this is what will work on television. This is what will get views.
Exactly.
And that's why I think like some of the Love Islanders that I've seen, you're like, and I've seen them on podcasts afterwards. I'm like, gutted I didn't get to see this side of them. Because I'm sure there's so many great people that you've met that you're like, hang on, like you don't see that when you're in there.
I think there's a lot of people like that. But obviously there's like characters. Each person has a character. So the show kind of wants to, fit the character in some way. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Do they talk to you about the character they want you to be? Or are you kind of like, you fall into your place?
Yeah, you just fall into your place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. No, they don't give us characters. No.
Because I think there's some people actually genuinely believe that there's like a scripted bit and there's bits go and, do this and have an argument with that person. Yeah. Does that kind of happen behind the scenes?
Not really. You kind of just do your own thing, to be honest. There's obviously some stuff that happened behind the scenes, but I can't really talk too much about that. But generally speaking, it's pretty. You're free to do whatever you want. Like, some people do have arguments, but more time they just want to argue anyway. No one's really doing anything that they don't want to do. Only like here and there.
Yeah. And we've also got to remember, I know this when I watch it, like it's a TV show. I think if people go, oh, I can't believe the TV program forced them to do that. Well, it's TV. Yeah. It's bound, it needs to be good. Otherwise, exactly. It won't get the viewings, right?
Exactly.
Now,
I think
sorry. You go.
Yeah. At the beginning, you more so just do what you want because there's so much going on. People are talking to everyone. I think towards the end, when it starts to slow down, that's when maybe you might need to drop a little something in because everyone just gets